One of the very best things about being an English teacher is the opportunity to teach and practice creative writing. I absolutely love it. And last week, this happened. I decided to sit the English language GCSE in order to test out whether I could be creative under exam conditions. I loved it. So I paid my money, £51 or what have you, to sit in a school with my own invigilator and under exam conditions write my answers and send them off to the exam board, and I get my results in January. But the exam was so great, I thought I'd have to tell you about it now. And the reason it was so great was because it wasn't AQA. It was a new exam, Edexcel 2.0. I earn my living teaching students how to pass the AQA exam, and I'm going to make it my mission to try and persuade schools to change. Here's one of the reasons why, okay? So the question 5, the description question, went like this. Describe blah, 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 blah. Here are a couple of lines to start with, so that if you're not confident, you can't think how to start, it's right there for you. You can just start your description with those lines and bosh, off you go. But I didn't do that question. There was a story question. And the story was about a character feeling some emotion. Now, a little while ago, I wrote a book that not many people have bought. And those who have bought it have said, not really sure about this, Mr. Salles. So it's a book of 20 GCSE short stories. And it's not like the full short story. I've got a different guide for that. That's up there. These are story ideas that you can practice on in order to become great at creative writing. So I went into the exam with these 2 stories in my mind. One was about a park ranger at a safari park in South Africa who ends up in the middle of a river saving an elephant from drowning. I'm not going to go into that story. I love it. But the other one is the one I actually wrote. So here was my plot. A mother and a daughter are Christmas shopping. The daughter is looking longingly at a pair of DM boots in the shop window. They are electric blue. She's just back from her first term at university. She's 18 years old and she has discovered her sexuality while she's there. She wants to come out to her mother to say, look, Mum, I'm gay. Buying these boots and wearing them will be a kind of introduction to that difficult conversation. She doesn't know how her mum's going to react. What makes things even worse is her mum is recently divorced from her dad. Her mum seems to be emotionally vulnerable. And it's Christmas, Does she lay all this heavy stuff on her mum on Christmas Day? As she's agonising about this, her mum makes a comment about these boots looking typically gay. So the daughter suddenly hears warning signals. Is her mum homophobic in a way that she hasn't really considered before? Anyway, she decides not to start this conversation yet, and off they go Christmas shopping. Soon they spot a couple of girls walking towards them in Dr. Martin boots. They are holding hands, and her mum makes a comment to her about this couple of gay girls who are so obviously happy in each other's company, oblivious to everything around them. And this also sparks a little worry in the daughter's mind. Now, at the same time, the mother says, look, go back and buy those boots. I could tell how much you love them. So she thinks about it, but says no, she doesn't feel safe. We now jump forward to Christmas morning. The daughter is downstairs having breakfast, wondering if she's going to have this conversation with her mother or not. Is it going to ruin the family Christmas, or is it going to make it? And this happens. She hears her mother singing as she comes down the steps towards the kitchen. There is a song called These Boots Are Made for Walking, and they're going to walk all over you. But the mother has changed the lyrics. These boots are made for talking. And the mother comes into the room wearing boots. Which ones? The electric blue DMs, in a completely different size to what her daughter would wear. These boots are not a present for the daughter. They are a present to the mother. And we're left thinking, is the mother wearing the boots in order to help the daughter come out? Or is the mother coming out? I absolutely loved writing that story, and it gave me a sense of joy that I could do it in a creative writing exam. There was another little bit of help for me if I chose to use it. Edexcel also publish 2 photos next to these questions, and they say use the photos if you want to, and if you don't, completely ignore them. In other words, the main thing the examiners want you to do is create. This is a real and genuine writing experience which none of the other exam boards offer you. The exam is Edexcel 2.0. I'll put a link in the description.